Today's service video is brought to you by Amsoil. I will include a link in the description below to access their full inventory and lineup of engine oils, gear lubes, drivetrain oils, coolants, additives. Basically, if it needs an oil, they have an option for you. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Anthony, and today we're going to be doing an oil change on a 2018 Nissan Altima. This vehicle is equipped with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. We've already got the vehicle up on our ramps. We've started the vehicle, let it idle for about 5 minutes, get the oil, a little bit of temperature to it so we get a better drain out of it. First thing you're going to do once you're on the ramps, you're going to remove the engine oil fill cap. Then we can go ahead and go underneath the vehicle to access the filter and the drain plug. Alright, so underneath the passenger side of the vehicle, you've got this cover right here that you're going to have to remove and take down and push out of the way. The drain plug is back there. And then this cover that's in the passenger side wheel well, you're going to remove it and push it out of the way to access the oil filter. It goes in sideways to the engine right near the axle. First thing you want to do is place your drain pan underneath the filter. We're going to go ahead and do the filter first. That way we release all residual oil pressure in the system and allow as much oil to drain back into the pan as possible. So you'll lift up the cover and grab the filter and rotate it towards the back of the vehicle counterclockwise to release it. You're just going to spin it off until it breaks free. Be ready to catch the oil that comes down. As you can see, it comes down on both sides of the subframe right there. So just make sure your drain pan is properly positioned in order to catch the oil. And then you can go ahead and remove the filter the rest of the way. More oil is going to come down. Kind of angle the filter up. So you don't spill the oil all over the place to minimize the mess. Then we're going to take our new filter, take some engine oil, lubricate the O-ring on it. Check to make sure that the old O-ring is not stuck on the side of the engine block at the oil filter adapter. And then install your new filter and spin it on by hand. The threads are pretty coarse, so it should align on its own. And then once it bottoms out with the engine block, you can go ahead and give it another 3/4 of a turn or so. Then you'll just want to take a shop towel and clean up the mess that the filter made. Once the filter's all installed and cleaned up, then we can move on to removing the oil from the engine, the crankcase. You're going to need a 3/8 drive 14mm socket and a 3/8 drive ratchet. Go ahead and break it free. That one was on there kind of tight. Once you break it free by hand, then usually it's pretty easy to spin it out with just your fingers. Make sure your drain pan is properly positioned. And then you're just going to let that drain for about 5 to 10 minutes. Once the oil flow looks like this, where it's a very, very light drip, you can go ahead and retrieve your drain plug. Make sure you spin it into the oil pan by hand. Run it all the way down as far as you can with your fingers. And then grab your ratchet. And once it becomes very tight with the ratchet, go ahead and give it another 5 to 10 degrees. That's all you really need. It's an oil drain plug. It's not pressurized oil. You don't want to strip the threads out. Now we've completed the oil filter replacement and the oil drain. We can go ahead and reinstall these undercovers and move to the top side of the vehicle and add the engine oil. Made our way back to the top side of the vehicle. We're going to go ahead and add the engine oil. First thing you're going to do is install your fill funnel and the oil filler cap opening. Today's service video features Amsoil 100% synthetic motor oil. This is their XL series lineup of oil. It is good for 1 year or up to 12,000 miles. So you just open your bottle, pour in the oil. The 4-cylinder 2.5 liter engine that is in this vehicle takes 4.9 quarts of oil. The reason we're going with Amsoil today is just due to the cost effectiveness and superior protection and quality of the product. It allows you to practice extended drain intervals without sacrificing reliability or durability. In other words, you're not going to hurt the engine by using this oil as it is designed to be used. So this oil in particular is going to get you 1 year or 12,000 miles of protection. When you break down the cost per mile when using this oil, it will undercut any motor oil on the market. So in layman's terms, it's going to save you a lot of money. Even if you pay somebody else to do it. So this oil change right now, $70, is going to get this customer 1 year or 12,000 miles of protection. Most full synthetic oil changes are going to run $50 to $60 and only get you 5,000 to 7,000 miles of protection. And most of them cannot go a year, whereas this can. So as you can see right there, let's just say you did 2 off-brand synthetic motor oil changes, any brand of your choice, and let's say you found them for $50 a piece. That's $100 in oil changes, whereas this one's costing you $70 and you're only servicing the car once. And as I stated earlier, it is not going to hurt the engine to do so. This is almost our 5th quart, and we'll just cut it off slightly early. So now we've added our 4.9 quarts of 0W20. Go ahead and grab our oil fill cap, remove our funnel, and reinstall the fill cap. Once you're done adding the oil, you can go ahead and go inside the vehicle. We're going to start it up, check for leaks, Alright, we've gone in and we've started the vehicle. Just going to take a look under the vehicle, make sure we don't have any oil coming down around the drain plug or the oil filter. We've got nothing leaking, so the system is sealed. Next we'll go ahead and go back inside the vehicle, shut it off, and reset the oil light. In order to reset the oil service light in these vehicles, you're going to use the keypad on the left side of the vehicle, and you're going to scroll down to maintenance, and you're going to push the enter. Push enter again for service. So these come from the factory with a 4,000 mile service interval. We're going to go ahead and increase that. So you're going to hit enter again, and you're going to scroll up until you get as high as it can go. And we're going to go ahead and set this to 12,000 because that's what the oil is good for. Go ahead and hit enter. Go ahead and hit reset down here, and that resets the service light. And that is how you reset the oil service reminder in a 2018 Nissan Altima. Next, we're going to go ahead and shut the vehicle down and check the oil level. So now we're going to check the engine oil level. After you shut the vehicle off, you're going to want to let it sit for a couple minutes to allow the oil to drain back into the oil pan to get an accurate reading. Simply going to remove the engine oil dipstick like this and wipe it clean as it comes out to avoid splattering any oil anywhere. Once it's clean, you can go ahead and reinsert it all the way flush until it stops and remove it. And there you can see the oil level is right about 80% from between the dots. And you can go ahead and reinsert it, clean up any residual that you might have left behind. This concludes an oil change on a 2018 Nissan Altima with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Please subscribe to the channel for more content. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know how I'm doing, and we'll see you on the next one.